Let's react to another Any Austin video. The moment that makes Minecraft great. Quite appropriate considering we just finished playing Minecraft on hardcore, solo by the way. Videos are coming soon.
Can we take a second and acknowledge how amazing it is that every time you start a new game in Minecraft, you're dropped into a world that nobody else has ever laid eyes on before? In the
Actually untrue.
blink of an eye, a vast, untouched landscape explodes onto
There is a chance of you getting the your phone got hijacked or hacked. That's unlucky. Who are you again? Right. Or, wait, were you here in stream before? I do not remember your name or profile picture. Or same with Frost Spirit Gaming, really. Ghosty? Oh, right. There was someone that by that name. Sorry. Like, we're streaming over the weekends now. I've literally forgotten everyone's name. Right, anyhow. Yeah, that is unfortunate your phone got hacked. Anyways, what was I gonna say? There is a chance of you dropping in the same seat as someone else. To be fair, it's not likely, but still.
Screen, and for a moment, all you can do is take a look around and try to figure out what you're really looking at. That's a really special.
You guys should stop changing your fucking names. I swear to God, I keep forgetting you. I look like an asshole.
Look at this. Boom. Wow. Let's do it again. Boom. It's crazy. Okay, one more time.
I've been in that seat before.
This moment is one of those moments that really represents Minecraft to me. These 5 seconds of childlike infinity you experience right off the bat every time you play.
Yeah, for me, honestly, it's not even like that. For me, it's like those 5 seconds of like extreme lag and like 2 FPS.
And Minecraft is really made up of moments like this, of little unassuming, unremarkable moments that aren't the types of things you normally discuss in a YouTube video, but are much more integral to the experience of playing Minecraft than, you know, which version number it is or how much extra garbage they've super glued to the multiplayer or how they've put in way too many different types of blocks. So
I mean, you know, I kind of agree with him, but I also kind of disagree. I feel like it's nice to have like a bunch of blocks, obviously, to like be able to like make different patterns and stuff when building. It's great for builders. Obviously, for normal players though, it just makes it like kind of annoying to have that many fucking blocks. Like, there's way too many.
let's talk about those often ignored important moments, because you may not think of them as important while you play, but I guarantee as soon as I say them, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. So, important Minecraft moment number 1, having meals delivered directly to your door with Factor.
Nope. Nope, I'm not sitting through an ad.
I wonder if they'll be able to get 50% off your first box.
Especially not an ad that I cannot even partake in. I'm 99% sure that Factor is America only.
20% my opinion. You know, I probably
like most things are. Wait,
regular.
This is all ads. Wait,
I think they go to station.
I like that he puts a timer on top.
Out. Anyway, here's the part that I have to read verbatim. Head to factor75.com.
Wonder accidentally leaked the next update. Did they? And what's in it? Like nothing, like usual, or did they actually do something?
Or click the link below and use promo code AnyAustin50 to get 50% off your first Factor box and
a
brand new world. It's easy to take for granted just what this moment really is. Before Minecraft, there was nothing like Minecraft. People try to pretend there was.
I mean, nothing like it, yes. To what degree, though? Because procedural generation did exist before Minecraft. A lot of people think Minecraft is the first thing to have procedural generation, but that's not true. The first one, I'm pretty sure, was like a roguelike game. Or roguelite, or whatever the fuck.
What about Infiniminer? What about Dwarf Fortress? No, that's wrong. I'm not gonna even get into it this video.
New biome, some new creature named the Creaking. That sounds like it's from a horror mod. Some other things, and people think it might be a horror update. Oh yeah. It does sound like a horror update with the Creaking.
But that's just not true.
I was already done videos hours long. Can't you make shorter videos? Like at least make them 43 minutes long? Why 43 minutes specifically? Besides, I got 43-minute long videos. It's just that, whatchamacallit, I make a lot of videos that are multiple hours long because I make a whole ass game that I play. This is a Voz channel. This is not a channel where I make, like, short gameplay videos. You know what I mean? It depends on the length of the game. And this is, like, 3 scary games, which, again, you can just, like, stop at, like, 1 game if you want. And then watch another one later when you have time or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, my videos are, like this one's 33 minutes long. Did this one come out even? Yeah, I did. Okay, these ones did not come out yet. I'm spoiling my future videos. You can't watch these. It's members first. Yeah, this one's 19 minutes. This one's 20. Okay, this one's 2 hours. But I'm reacting to the whole Backrooms thing. I don't want to, like, make this into, like, a multiple-part series. I don't want to milk it. This is 20 minutes long. This is 20. This is 40. This is 20. Now I have plenty. This is 35, 31, 29. I can go on. You just gotta look for them. I mean, you don't even have to look for them. It's like half of my videos are under an hour long.
This was the first game that put you very directly into the role of being a settler in a new land. Even games that made you feel like you were actually doing it, Minecraft literally had you doing it. When you drop into a new world in Minecraft, that's it. You're the person. It's up to you. There's no preset houses you can move into like Grand Theft Auto. There's not even preset plots of land for you to build on.
Wait,
like
what
The
is he
Sims.
talking about? He's talking about the older versions or just in general Minecraft? Because there is preset houses. You could just move into a villager's house. You could just kick them out and move in. It's that simple. You could literally just do that. You can like put a chest in, you can have all the essentials in that house. You're just gonna find it. Same thing with any structure, really. If you want, you could live in a woodland mansion. You just gotta clear it first. You could live in a desert temple if you wanted. You could easily set up a base there. It's well protected. You just gotta maybe put some doors or something, like edit it a little bit, but that's it. Like it's pretty much done. Most of those structures, so you can technically move in. I remember the 12-hour long DLC live stream. What are you talking about? It was not 12 hours long. It was 60 something hours long. I think it was 68 hours long. I'm pretty sure 68-hour long stream. It's just that it was split in pieces on YouTube because I had to like keep ending. Oh no, I didn't, because it crashed. My PC crashed multiple times, which is why it was separated in parts. And to be fair, on YouTube you can only stream 12 hours before a video has to get cut. That stream was a couple of days. Yeah, exactly. It was literally like 3+ days long. I'm gonna watch those when I'm bored. I'm gonna put them in playlist. Yeah. Honestly, just playing like my videos in the background, like that alone helps a ton.
Just you pick a spot.
Because watch time is watch time, and then my videos get promoted to other people. Because it also works to like offset the people. Because I do have people following me. I know this sounds like a conspiracy theory, but it's literally not. I literally have a couple of people following me. I think it's still from like the people who watch me react to Skibidi Toilet, and now they're mad that I don't do any more Skibidi Toilet content. So they follow me. As soon as the video comes out, they will click on the video, dislike it, and then click off. Their mistake is disliking it because it lets me know that they're doing it on purpose.
And make it whatever you want.
Because nobody's gonna click on a video, dislike it within the first second. That doesn't make any sense.
And here's the fun part. From that point where you first settle down, the game's inevitable march towards boredom starts. There's no stopping it. Everybody knows it who plays Minecraft. Once you put down that first block, once you punch down that first tree,
I mean, eventually you will just run out of shit to do. Because like even if building is like building shit is fun, but only because you get to build something and you finish it. You know what I mean? But the issue is the building process is like not really fun for most people, I feel like, which is why like you kind of run out of motivation when building shit in Minecraft. You technically could. Your creativity has no limits. You could build a fuck ton of shit. It takes time and effort to build those things. Even if you're playing creative, it still takes time and effort, and it becomes tedious at some point. I literally know this channel because of Skibidi Toilet. Yeah, that's a shame. Was this Skibidi person who made it a bad person? I'm not sure what you're talking about. You mean the fuck boom? What about him?
Once you start playing Minecraft, you've put the pieces in motion to eventually, invariably, unavoidably get bored of the game and put it down again for a little.
I mean, he says that about Minecraft, but like that's true for every game. You can't play any game like forever unless it's like an online game. But in which case, again, like he's saying, fun to boredom. Meanwhile, online gaming is objectively for everyone frustration to addiction, filled with frustration.
While you can feel this when you play, how further into a playthrough, the more diffuse the objectives.
All online games are not fun. There's not a single online game that's actually fun. PvP, mind you, PvP, competitive online game, that is fun. They are all objectively just really addicting, but frustrating.
Become the more
effort. The only thing you like about the game, the only time you have fun, is when you're winning. That's the only time. But that's literally, for most people, that is the minority of the time, and they're just addicted and they're just suffering and constantly getting frustrated and losing. It's fucked. Which is why I quit. I played League today again with a friend, dude. I was so fucking frustrated. I hate that game so much. Dude, there's not a single like normal player on that game. I think I'm the only player who's like recent. Because I suck at League. I'm not like great. And the other people are all sweats. So whenever I play League, I just get like these giga sweats in the other team. And like on my team, there's just like complete incompetent people. Like not even new players, just people who just like don't know, never like touched a keyboard in their life. The new Skibidi shit episode, there was a part of it with Dying Light menu music, and kids think that the fuck moon made it. It's the original. Oh, I had that on stream before. Some retarded ass child came into the stream and was like, the fuck boom made Rule the World. He made that. That's his original song. It's like, no, he fucking did it. Is it called Rule the World? I'm not sure what it's called, Rule the world. You know that song? Yeah. It played like an episode. They actually thought it was him who made it. They're that retarded. Those children are brain rotten. Like, I know people say Skibidi Toilet is brain rot. It's not. Well, the beginning is, but later on, it's not really like brain rot, but it induces brain rot. You know what I mean? Like a normal person can watch it, but like if a child watches it, they will get brain rot from watching it, even though it itself like does nothing to really. I don't know. It's like a side effect, I guess. I think it's the community more than the actual thing itself. Everyone wants to rule the world. Yeah, exactly. That I think that's the. Yeah, that's the song name. Yeah, they actually thought that was like from Skibidi Toilet, and the fuck boom wrote that shit. Like, imagine.
You have to put in to get yourself to play.
There's so much you can do in Minecraft. I mean, yeah, but not that much, to be fair. Also, like, most of the content that they added afterwards is like incredibly frustrating and can only be done after the tedious process that is netherite mining.
Until eventually you fall off.
Because otherwise you'll just die in one tap. Like, I did the fucking what's it called, Ocean Monument with netherite armor, and I still died once. I had my totem of undying, but I still died once because it's actually that fucking incredibly difficult. It's insanely difficult.
And that's how it always ends. But how it all starts,
the point where I feel like most people would not even bother with that content,
is with that incredible moment of creating a new universe. This seems like an obvious thing to point out as being important to the experience of Minecraft, but it's such a brief little window of time that it's really easy to forget in your 50-hour playthrough how special those first 5 minutes were. So I just wanted to draw some.
Nah, for me, honestly, quite a bit of the thing was special. Like our whole like 100 day run that we did, I feel like a lot of like it's fair enough. We had boring days. Like building the fucking wall around my whatchamacallit, like as around the village and around my base as well. Like that's such a tedious process because it's just so repetitive and boring and requires no creative thinking at all. It's just a wall. But even though I was somewhat creative with some parts of it, but like still, I do think that like a majority of the time was very fun. And honestly, like the first like couple of days, they were not the most fun. I think I still think like the most fun I had was like, for example, the Ocean Monument. Even though it was really frustrating, it was really fun to do it. And then also kind of like the raid that we did, but like also like just the first part of it, because like afterward, like when it got broken, it was so annoying when it got broken. Kidnapping the villagers was a very fun memory. Clearing the bastions was actually just genuinely fun. It wasn't even frustrating. Yeah, stuff like that.
Attention to that because I literally never get sick of it. The second thing I wanted to draw attention to with my
Ocean Monument is not worth it at all. Yeah. Ocean Monument, like I cleared the whole thing. I didn't even bother to grab the reward, which is like the gold, the little bit of like gold that was there, like the gold blocks. I didn't even get them. I just wanted to like complete it, like that. That's it. Like I just wanted to finish it once in my life, and that's it.
Minecraft has to do with the music,
and just so I could have something to do, because if I didn't do that, I would have had like 5 days where I didn't know what the fuck I was supposed to do.
Music is used in Minecraft deserves so much credit. The music itself is good. If you heard it outside the context of the game, I think it would come across as like good, solid, sometimes very good ambient music.
Yep.
The way it's used in the game is really remarkable. See,
except for the cave noises, I fucking hate them still. I hate that they just play like the most random ass shit in caves. Like, oh, you just hear like in the fucking cave. It's like, what the fuck? What is that shit? Or like you'll have like a thing like like what is, did an enemy spawn? What the fuck is that noise? I hate that shit.
The way most games use their music is basically as support.
Yeah, the sponge is the only actual valuable reward from the Ocean Monuments, but I didn't even need it because I didn't have plans on like making an underwater base or anything like that.
It's the mood of a sequence and it helps just enhance what's already there. Minecraft doesn't do that. Minecraft's music.
They should make online games restricted. I just think online gaming should just like not exist, or they should actually like add matchmaking, because you know they like a lot of like online games, they lie, competitive games, they lie and say they have matchmaking. It's like, brother, if they had matchmaking, I wouldn't be losing every single round, trust me. Like even if I was shit, like my team would carry me at least sometimes, you know what I mean? Like there's no way. Like literally every single round it's like a complete stomp, like on the other side. They're like not like literally like we're talking like 31 one death maybe the guy has, like one death. And he kills 30 people. And our team, it's like I don't know, like 1-6, 2-3 maybe. You know what I mean? Maybe one guy has 6-5. You know what I mean? KD. It's like it's fucking no. That's not matchmaking. It doesn't exist. It's a lie. I never experienced matchmaking in my life. Like it's a lie. I think it's a complete lie. I don't think it even exists. Because like what stats do they look at? What kind of stats do they look at? I doubt they look at stats at all. They probably just look at shit like, I don't know, playtime maybe. But even that, I fucking don't think they look at. I don't even know what the fuck they do look at. I think they're just lying about it. I don't think it exists. I think by matchmaking just means like, yeah, pairing you up with someone. But that someone's random. Like the worst thing is as well, like when they pair you up with people who whatchamacallit, people who are actively chatting, like clearly, like for example, if there's a group of five people who are friends on Steam, right, and they are in a game, a match together, I don't think they should be matched with 5 randos who are not friends on Steam, because guess what, guess who's gonna win, the team who's coordinated or the team who's not? Yeah, I wonder which one. Like it's so easy to do it as well, to check that shit, like to program that, but like they're just too lazy, I guess. They don't want to do matchmaking. It's boring for them.
But most
I'll tell you why. Because if online games were not frustrating, people would actually get bored of them over time. That's why League is so popular, because League is easily the most frustrating online competitive PvP game ever invented, which is why it's so addicting and why it's still not dead. Well, meanwhile, games like Overwatch, which are actually like fun, those games die off quickly because you actually get bored of fun stuff.
Notably, a German man named
you can't really get addicted to something that's actually fun and not like doesn't actually like punish you anyway. That's not a thing. Like just look at like most addictions. Are any of them like not destructive? I'd say no, not a single one. No, we're not even talking heavy, just like light even. Like you're addicted to gambling, that's very destructive. You're gonna lose money. You're addicted to smoking? Well, yeah, obviously, you know what I mean. Drinking, yeah, it's all destructive. There's not like fun things do not get you addicted to that degree.
18 decides the tone of the game and it commands the mood. What is the mood of?
Yeah, also people who smurf as well, which is funny because League of Legends, for example, they're not even against smurfs. Like it's not a bannable offense. Like they do not care.
Minecraft, it's vibey
because they do not care about new players. They only care about old players. Like there's like no actual new players coming to League. I swear to God.
Kind of melancholy. It's a little
unless like friends bring them in, because alone you're not gonna last longer than a month.
Sometimes a little hopeful, but at its best, it's not being too overt.
Because you can't even get good. Like people say, like, oh, you need to just get better at playing the game. How are you gonna get better if you're getting stomped every single round? Like, I can't learn anything if I'm playing against God himself. You know what I mean? Like, I say God. I don't want to give him that much credit. If you're playing against the sweatiest fucking loser on the planet, you know what I mean? Like the fat ass Reddit moderator in his fucking mother's basement playing League. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna learn shit from like getting stomped every single round.
About what it wants you to feel. It's kind of ambiguous. Most of the time, it just...
TF2 is fun, addicted, and frustrating at the same time. TF2 was full with bots and cheaters, so I don't think that would be very fun. Like you'd have to be like another kind of a mentality, have another kind of mentality for that to consider that fun. It's like people who could like, I don't think anyone would consider like Tarkov, for example, fun, which is why also Tarkov was very very huge as well, because of just how frustrating it was, especially with the whole cheating situation.
It kind of helps you zone out, maybe daydream, feel whatever you're feeling at the time.
TF2 Prime? Oh, I can't speak of that, but that's gone.
Takes you out of the nitty-gritty.
So my point still stands. It's dead.
Part of the game, meaning
doesn't
like
exist
when the
anymore.
music is playing, you're not
because it wouldn't have lasted
specifically about what materials you need to get next or how to build a complex structure. You think about something that's been going on in your life. You stare a little bit too long at the amazing Minecraft sunset that you otherwise might not. You find yourself pausing to catch the light from a distant village for a moment. The music is perfect for this.
Yeah, that is odd, isn't it? Because I've only had that ever with Minecraft. But to be fair, that's because of shaders. Like in default Minecraft, I would never stop to look at shit. But like with shaders, bro, like that game is actually like with the sound design and the shaders working together, it's such a beautiful fucking game. Like I never like stop and look at shit in video games usually. But like Minecraft, it actually happened several times to me.
For sure.
Just because of like beautiful vistas that it can create. But again, it's RNG with like whether it does. I mean, eventually you're bound to like find one beautiful site, but you know, if you get really unlucky, you're not gonna find shit. To be fair, because it is literally like, you know. It's fucking RNG, the world creation.
The music stops. And this is the moment that I want to focus on. The 10 seconds immediately after the music stops. This transition hits me every time, every single time.
For me, it's just, I don't even notice it, to be fair, because I play music on Spotify while fucking playing Minecraft, you know?
It's like the feeling of your phone
It's too quiet. Minecraft really does like stop with music quite often. And that just shit like pisses me off. Like I don't want quiet. At least not on stream, you know. Offline wouldn't bother me because I'd probably be watching a video on the side anyways, but you know. While streaming, I can't have silence, just pure silence.
Middle of scrolling TikTok, or like the feeling of your power going out. Suddenly you go from floating on the edge of feeling something real to just locking back into the game of Minecraft. It really grounds you suddenly. If this dynamic didn't exist, the push and pull of the music coming and going, of sort of taking you out.
Finish your fucking roof. What is that shit? It looks like a bulb. It looks like one of the medieval peasants. You know, who have like the bowl cut but without the top.
back into the game, Minecraft
Goofy
would get boring
house.
way more quickly.
Like, put
than
a tree on top of that house. Get a little more creative. Like, come on.
it does. And the decision to put in music that doesn't just sit in the background and reinforce what's already happening, but actually has its own character and motives, really indicates to me that the people making Minecraft at the time were tapped into something more than just making a great video game. One of the main moments where the music
My game theory is that they were all high on weed or
hits
some other
hardest is when you're doing really repetitive
illegal
things
substance.
for
To be
long
fair, weed
periods
is no
of
longer
time,
illegal
like
in
digging
Germany,
long
so
tunnels. And that's exactly the next thing I want to get into. Digging. Mining, you might say. Crafting, not crafting. Or really anything that has you doing simple, repetitive tasks.
yeah, that shit. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe for him, but like for me, it's actually just like actual brain rot. Like, I cannot. They just started shitting blocks in mid a game. Yeah. I genuinely can't with Minecraft, like mining. It's actually such a boring, repetitive task.
For long periods of time for no reason other than
It's
just
like fine enough when you have like a diamond pickaxe, it's not as frustrating. But like when you have like iron or something or steel, even literally the same thing. If you have like stone or steel pickaxe, you're fucked. Like it actually is just such a boring and monotonous task. I hate it.
you had the idea to
It's
do
not
it.
even like short attention span or anything. Mind you, I watched Parcynical's 8-hour long Darkwood video, so it's definitely not the attention span thing. I just, actually need something at all. Like, that'd be like sitting in a room and literally doing nothing. That's basically what mining with a low tier pickaxe is like, It's basically like me just standing in the middle of a room, just like doing nothing. And let's say the room is like completely white. There's nothing to look at even.
And now you're doing it. Early on in any playthrough of Minecraft, you're going to have a lot of these ideas to chew through. I need iron, so I should go digging through caves. My house is ugly, so I should get some flooring and a bed and a fence. I wish I could get from point A to point B more quickly. Maybe I should build a long tunnel. I struggle to...
Yeah, I never do that shit. It's too annoying to like stop and actually build something to get me somewhere faster, unless I know that I'll be traveling that distance like multiple times, which usually I never do anyways.
Read books. I struggle to sit quietly for 10 minutes at a time and be mindful, but put me in this situation.
I think running is quite okay in today's Minecraft. Like back in the day, I used to do it definitely a lot more often because I'd first of all be spending way more than 100 days on one one save file. So I'd be actually like building shit like far away from stuff. So I'd be actually building like railways and stuff, mostly in the Nether, obviously, but still. Nowadays, I feel like I can just run. Like, unless it's like really far away, you can just run.
On board for at least an hour. No problem. Part of what makes this activity great in Minecraft is that the sound effects are very gentle and they're very satisfying and kind of rhythmic. I think it really helps you get into the groove and kind of zone out while you're mining. As Minecraft continues
Those sounds
to
are
evolve
so
and
good,
grow,
man.
I
For
should
picking
hope
out
that
object, man. I don't know why, but when I'm playing the game, I don't even notice them. But like here, when you just played it just now, maybe it's because they're a bit boosted. Because usually when I play, the game's quite quiet. Dude, those sounds are so good, I swear to God.
Core experience of repetitively mining tunnels never gets...
Mining for 3 hours straight on mobile? Bro, that shit ain't even fucking possible unless he has like a amazing fucking, phone. Like, your fucking fingers would burn from your fucking phone like heating up. 3 hours just holding one button, fuck that shit. Your fingers would actually burn off. They'd melt off, bro. They get stuck to the phone.
I think we're going to be safe. Also, isn't it weird and neat how when you play Minecraft, the makeup of your time in the game ends up being a microcosm of how you might tend to spend your time in real life? Like long periods of repetitive tasks, like in real life going to work, and then moments of pleasant joy decorating with new objects or using new things that we've gathered, and then every once in a while gearing up to go on a bigger adventure, taking a vacation.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of interesting when he puts it like that, I suppose. It's kind of interesting.
It's funny how when given that kind of freedom in the game, the structure of our behavior ends up rhyming with the structure of our behavior in our lives. It reminds me of that thing that like funny hippies try to tell you about how everything looks like leaves, like how...
Yeah, the only difference is that, in Minecraft, unlike in real life, I can't just like not do the tedious stuff, I could just stop. Like, I don't have to mine all the cobblestone. I could just like not build a wall, I could just like not build a fancy house. I could just build a normal house. I could just build a house out of, I don't know, dirt. Did it
every
once.
Scale, the universe like looks the same or whatever. I don't know.
And it was quite fine. It was quite serviceable. I could even get creative with it because it's dirt, I can make it blend into the environment. I can make it like a mound house. I can make it like a hobbit house. I could like put a tree on top.
it. Most of what I've talked about so far applies to playing solo survival Minecraft, but another smaller shared experience that makes Minecraft so special is the feeling of having a multiplayer server with your friends, but logging on when no one else is online. I'm not sure how common it is anymore for people to have shared Minecraft servers between them and their friends, because I sort of get the sense that most
Never.
people are like playing insane Mr. Beast games on like
Yeah, most people are doing that shit. I don't think there's many people really just like creating like small servers just for their friends to hang out in.
YouTuber hosted servers.
I don't think
now,
there's
which
any
is
pretty much. I hate how the camera is always off center no matter where I move it. Why? Let me actually just move it like that. There we go. And then let me just real quick adjust that. Wait. Just have it be like that. No, that's a bit stupid. Wait. I feel like I'm too close. Let me just is that fine? That looks fine to me. Looks pretty centric. Looks pretty centric.
totally fine. But when you do have a shared server with friends, the first moment when you log on without them is really poignant. Usually how this happens is something along these lines. You start a Minecraft server with your friends. Everyone's very excited. Everyone plays every night around the same time. You have lots of hilarious and fun adventures together. You build things together. You talk about life and you joke around and you bond. And then your schedules are just no longer lining up. But
Yeah, not gonna lie, I can't really relate to this at all. I only had one friend who played Minecraft, and he would always just like install those like super techno mods. You know, where just like he automates everything, and he just like basically just had the game open in the background while everything was being done. Yeah, not very fun for me personally. So we wouldn't really play. We would play on the same server, but we wouldn't really play it together. You know what I mean?
Halfway done with various builds.
Just kind of like on the same server, but everyone doing their own thing. I'd say everyone, just two of us.
Realizing that you somehow managed to build and live an entire lifetime in just a couple weeks with these people. From the Big Bang, when the universe was created, literally.
What's the point to play then? Well, to be fair, it's the same people who play like whatchamacallit, like any mobile game, or like any mobile game. I mean, like those games that like basically like automated. Everything's like automated and shit. Or like you know, like those Roblox whatchamacallit again. They're where you just like spend time like I don't know, chopping wood just to buy something to automate everything or whatever, like a pizzeria thing, like whatever it's called.
All the way through the heat death of the universe.
Same thing. People just like doing like same thing like what he said here with like mining shit. It's just people like doing monotonous tasks, like boring, repetitive tasks. People just like doing them.
It's like what happens in real life. High school ends and people move on.
It can be addictive.
You get a new job and move to another state. Life is a whole series of
especially when you don't actually want to like you want to do something, but you don't actually want to like focus on something. You know what I mean? You want to focus on something else. Let's say watching a TV show, so you just do something else in the background that's requires less focus.
Minecraft.
For me, luckily, I can double focus. I can watch a TV show and play a game at the same time, focus on both, unless there's a story in both, and I'm actually trying to pay attention to the story in both. That's impossible.
Being made and abandoned. But here's the good news. It's cyclical. It doesn't take much to make a new Minecraft server. Check in with your sister. Ask your coworkers if they've ever played Minecraft. Wander around outside with the IP address written on your shirt. Eventually, you'll get a ragtag group together, and eventually that ragtag group will drift apart, and you'll log onto the server for the first time all alone. And that's just something that makes a lot of multiplayer games special.
I can imagine that sucks ass.
Leave on you as a person. But what about the marks that you...
That would actually, like, I would never do that just because of how fucking lonely I would feel once eventually, you know, everyone fucked off.
Person leave on the game. I remember the exact moment I put all these cobblestone
That's like why, like, when I play rarely, you know what I mean? When I don't know, let's say a couple of years ago I played Fortnite, you know, I went duos, I met some fucking guy who was pretty chill. I don't add him as a friend or anything like that because I just thought that eventually we'll drift apart and I don't fucking want to, like, add anyone. You know, just to, like, lose them.
It was
like all of my like you know like that meme where like last logged in like over a year ago, you know, for like on PlayStation or something like that, or Xbox, you know, for those losers out there. It's just an awful feeling. Okay, so everyone can relate to it. It's just such a fucking bad feeling. Just like oof, bro, we used to be best buds, you know what I mean? And you're not, now you're gone. You're gone forever.
As the sun was setting to try and get back up to my base before being killed by zombies. Since then, I haven't used it, and it just sits there. Every time I
feel like nowadays, though, that's not really a problem with Discord and other media, you know?
vividly the moment that I built it. I almost feel a little bit nostalgic for that moment. It was maybe a week ago. If you went onto your computer or onto your Xbox or onto your Switch or whatever, and you loaded up the earliest Minecraft world that you have, I promise you, you would be flooded with very specific, unremarkable memories of individual holes you dug, torches you placed, makeshift houses you built. You'd have memories
We'll test this out in like 10 years. I'll load up Slopcraft again, and we'll see.
of the giant structures you built too, but the specific little corners or holes tied to specific moments are what would stand out to you. It's like smelling the same floor cleaner that they used in your elementary school. The worlds of Minecraft are written in pen.
As he's saying this, I'm just like flashing back in my mind to like all the little details in Slopcraft, like literally the specific positioning of like the doors I put in the ocean monument and stuff.
Change on their own. Once the world is
The specific way I dealt with the Ender Dragon at the end, you know? Like those minor ass things.
generated, for all intents and purposes, that's it. Anything that changes is because you changed it. This is one way that Minecraft is really different from Earth. Your favorite restaurants closed down, your friends' houses are owned by somebody else and they have new paint on them. The weird field you would hang out in has been, developed with benches and a playground. The memories try to hang on, and you try to superimpose them on the altered landscape, but it's hard. Like those pictures of people holding up old pictures over new landscapes, where they're like, oh, this is where that famous dictator was. Now it's an ice cream shop or whatever. There's also something really moving to me about transforming a foreign landscape into a home, which is a big part of Minecraft. You pick a spot in the middle of who knows where for whatever reason, because it's cute or because it's near a good cave, whatever, and that random spot gradually becomes familiar. Every few days, things get a little more...
Yep, I know all the, the canyons around my home. Whew. The jungle. The ocean behind.
more stable, a little more
all
customized.
of it's so familiar.
You get a farm going and a fence.
The caves
all that.
below?
Coming back to your house in Minecraft
Dude.
feels comfortable. It feels familiar. The tension between the familiar and the unknown is another big part of what makes Minecraft so great. It's no surprise that once that tension goes away, once you become too powerful and you've explored too much, that the game becomes kind of uninteresting. Obviously, the game world is infinite, so you could just go further and explore more, but at that point, your roots are so deep in one spot that it feels like uprooting yourself would be throwing away a lot of progress, and that having to start from scratch just isn't worth the trouble, even if that idea of wasting progress is what's holding you back from having a more fulfilling time. That's another thing that we struggle with in real life, isn't it? Minecraft really is just the best. There are some obvious parallels here to real life as well.
It's just a
do you
real
clean up after
fucking
yourself
real
in
life simulator.
Minecraft? No. How's your apartment looking right about now? Do you color coordinate your rooms in Minecraft? Do you decorate, or is it all just functional rooms of chests and furnaces?
I decorate, but I don't decorate here. My mom decorated my fucking room. Oh, except for the gun back there. That's me. There's like a Dark Souls thing. I don't know if you can see it. Right. Can you see it? There's like a Dark Souls thing there. My friend printed it for me. He has a 3D printer. It's Dark Souls 3, obviously. I'm not fucking... He asked me, like, if I want Millennia or Dark Souls 3. I was like, obviously I want Dark Souls 3. Why the fuck would I want Millennia up there? Just, like, to get traumatized? Or, like, to bring up my trauma again? And that shitty-ass boss? Fuck no.
How's the interior decorating in your bedroom? Did you frame
Minecraft is, like, a once-in-a-half-year game. I don't know. I don't think I'd play it, like, more than, like, once a year.
those posters, or are they just taped up on the wall? Yeah, I can see into your
And even then,
room.
like, I played Minecraft recently, obviously. And then, before that, I don't think I played it for, like, 5 years.
It's funny stuff. It's kind of touching if you think about it, honestly. It's very human. Now, the funny thing is, as time has gone on, Minecraft has gotten less static and unchanging. This is just the nature of a game that lives forever. And most games try to live forever now. That's how life is. But so long as they maintain the general integrity of that
It's a
core
shame. It's a shame. I don't know why. It's a shame because they're trying. That's the thing. Minecraft, I feel like, never really tried to live forever. It just kind of happened. Like with Fortnite, for example, they're actually just pushing it so far. It's insane. Like, I'm surprised the game's not dead yet. Like, honestly, like, I feel like any reasonable person would abandon it. But I think that, like, new kids are constantly coming in and, like, just keeps the game alive forever. But I feel like obviously it's not gonna have the same impact as Minecraft. Nowhere near.
experience.
Like, nobody gives a shit about Fortnite in reality.
I can accept that. I don't love it, but I can
Even
accept
people
it.
who play it don't give a shit about it.
You know, as I talk to you here, I wonder if I'm
Doesn't
drawing
mean
too
anything to
many
them.
philosophical conclusions about the way we interact with Minecraft and the lasting impression that it leaves on us and that we leave on it. I
Check
think
on your animals. I mean, to be fair, they're not gonna, like, your world doesn't keep going without you unless you're talking about a server.
a lot of the time when I talk about video games, there's some truth to that I just love to pontificate endlessly and draw wildly subjective conclusions. But in this case, I'm not actually the first person to think about Minecraft in existential terms. It turns out there was a guy named Marcus who did it first, and he hired a guy named
Marcus
Julian
Notch?
to write about it. If you go through the trouble of beating Minecraft, that is, if you find and fight the Ender Dragon, you will see the credits of the game. Part of these credits is a poem written by renowned Irish poet and satirist Julian Gough, and that poem is
I
about
actually didn't know that was actually written by like a poet.
the player's relationship with Minecraft. This is a poem that was intentionally put in the game, and it was initially unskippable. They wanted you to read this, so it's as much an endorsement of these ideas as you can get. Here are some lines.
Yeah, unlucky. I read like the first couple of lines where they were like, he did it, he beat the game. I was like, yeah, I did. Skip.
That poem. The player has not yet achieved the highest level. That the player must achieve in the long dream of life, not the short dream of a game. Another line. Sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the zeros and ones, through the electricity of the world, through the scrolling words on a screen at the end of a dream. Basically, it's a big long poem about how video games are great and you're great for playing them and the universe is all one big thing, blah, blah,
I'm
blah.
so
Not that I
great
needed it,
at
but
video
I think
games.
this poem validates my deep love
I
of
think that's
this
what he
game.
said,
And
but
I
still,
didn't even
I'm
know
so
about this
great at
poem
video
until I
games,
got
guys.
to this point in writing the script, because I've never actually fought the Ender Dragon, because I'm a fake gamer. And also because I'm Annie Austin. Thanks for watching.
Okay, that was a good outro. That was a really good outro. That was actually a really good outro. What the fuck? Good video as well. Good video. I did yap quite a bit through it about shit that didn't have anything to do with the video, but still very, very, very good video from Annie Austin. Another fantastic video.